What is communication for business and trade? What is the business communication? Business communication, the process of sharing information between employees within and outside the company. Effective business communication is how employees and management interact among each other to its organizational goals and be more aligned with the core company values. History of communication. The history of communication technologies, media, and appropriate inscription tools have evolved in tandem with shifts in political and economic systems, and by extension, system of power. Communication can range from very subtle processes of exchange to full conversations and mass communication. The history of communication itself can be traced back since the origin of speech, circa 500,000 BCE. The use of technology in communication may be considered since the first use of symbols about 30,000 years BCE. Among the symbols used there are cave painting, petroglyphs, pictograms, and ideograms. Writing was a major innovation as well as printing technology and more recently telecommunication and the internet. Communicating effectively for business. Effective communication is a vital tool for any business owner. Your success at getting your point across can be the difference between selling a deal and missing out on a potential opportunity. You should be able to clearly explain company policies to customers and clients and answer their question about your product or services. It is crucial to communicate effectively in negotiations to ensure you achieve your goals. Communication is also important within the business. Effective communication can help to foster a good working relationship between you and your staff, which can in turn improve morale and efficiency. This guide will explain the key aspects of both verbal and nonverbal communication, how to listen to understand others, and how to make the best possible first impression on the people you encounter in and around your business. Understanding communication. Success in any conversation is likely to be achieved through both parties listening to and understanding each other. Practice the following skills in any business situation where you communicate with others. Key communication skill. Useful communication skill for building positive interpersonal relationship includes: first, active listening. Second, understanding nonverbal signals. Third, maintaining eye contact. Fourth, assertiveness. Fifth, being mindful of people, individual space. 6. Using positive body language. 7. Dealing with different points of view. Next, personal awareness skill that help with communication includes: first, understanding the benefits of a positive attitude. Second, awareness of how others perceive you. Third, self-confidence. Fourth, presentation. Dressing appropriately for different occasions. It also helps to consider the circumstances surrounding your communication, such as the situational and cultural context. Verbal communication. Verbal communication can bring great rewards to your organization when carried out successfully, but it can also be hazardous to your business when approached the wrong way. The words you use are important, but equally important the way you express them. Asking questions. The more you can find out about a person's needs, wants, interests, and situations, the easier it is to reach win-win outcomes. You learn more about people by asking them the right question and by taking the time to listen to their answer. People also tend to respond well. They feel their opinion is being sought genuinely by another person, particularly in a business situation where conversation can have important consequences for both parties. Type of question. Open question. Question which require a person to elaborate, to explain, helping to build rapport and encouraging them to open up. Well-chosen open questions encourage response to questions you might not have thought to ask. For example, how has your business changed in the last few years? Close questions. Question is which require only a short, specific answer, such as yes or no, such as are you happy with the proposal? These are a good finding out facts, limiting or guiding a discussion in a particular way and gathering specific information from which you can generate an open question. Probing questions. More targeted questions designed to develop a more specific understanding of the other party's view on a matter. For example, how could I change my offer so that this proposal will be a win-win for both of us? Confirmation question. Used when you need to be sure the other party understands your message. What benefits do you think this proposal will bring to your organization in the next year? The summary confirmation questions used to clarify your understanding of the other party's needs. For example, could I summarize what you've just told me so I can check I understand you? You said that you want a computer system that will allow you and your staff to complete their tasks in half the time, and training for all your staff on using this new system. Question style to avoid. Sometimes some types of question do not lend themselves well to business situation. This include destructive question. So you're saying it's my fault? Leading or manipulative questions. You have that down by tomorrow, right? Multiple questions at once. When will you want it or don't you want it? You can get anywhere else, can you? Asking this kind of question does nothing for your credibility or your ability to negotiate efficiently and effectively. Listening effectively. It's one thing to ask good questions. It's another to really take on board the answer. You can often be distracted by your own thoughts, feelings, and opinions, and so tend to hear what you want to hear, or more usually that what you expect to hear. You're often thinking about your next move or what you should say next, or you're trying to second guess where the other party might be leading you. To listen effectively, you need to suspend these internal thoughts and give your full attention to the speaker. Only then you can really hear what they saying. Active listening. Active listening means paying attention to the speaker. both to the verbal and non-verbal cause. For example, if you see them look down to or feel uncomfortable in some way while saying, "That all I can tell you at the moment," you might deduct that they are withholding information. This type of active listening alerts you to the opportunity for a well-constructed, open, or probing questions to gather the missing information. If you're not listening actively, it can be easy to miss signs like this. Paying attention. It is vital to make sure you don't let your attention wander. Important pieces of information can be missed if you are not alert and engaged. This can lead to misunderstanding later on, or possibly embracing situation where you appear to have forgotten something you have been told. One way to help you concentrate during a business conversation is to ask the speaker question. Not only will this help you to guide the conversation where you want it to go, and at the pace you want, it can also ensure your mind is focused on the subject at hand. Confirm your understanding. Active listening should ultimately lead to a complete understanding of what another person has said. You can do this by feeding back to them in your own words your understanding of what they said. An easy way to do this is to clarify, paraphrase, or summarize. Example of summary question in the cases include: first, so what you're saying is. Second, so what you need from me is. Third, so in summary, what we've agreed is. It's usually a good idea to check your understanding regularly during a conversation. You can paraphrase or summarize first when the other party has provided a large chunk of information. Second, whenever something is unclear to you. Third, when moving to a new topic or area for discussion. Fourth, at the end of the discussion. Clarification is also a useful tool when the other party seems to be asking for a lot of information. If their questions are poorly structured to board or ambiguous, you might give away too much information by answering them straight away. It's often a good idea to clarify and question before you answer it. And the last, thank you. Thanks for watching. Okay.